much. And it's tough to attach yourself to somebody when Chris Paul does such a good job of navigating pick and rolls and creating opportunities.
CJ goes to the line, didn't get the roll, but he got the clip by Chris Paul. And a couple of free throws coming up for CJ. So foul on Chris Paul. It is his first. It's the second, rather, on Chris Paul. 13 foul on Phoenix. 7:37 to play as Trey's back into the game. Boy, he's not done a good job off the bench once again. How's he not shooting? Man, oh man, he's coming in on the side. Taken away by Bridges, and it belongs to the Pels. That's good D.
And this is a smart defensive play by Mikal Bridges, because he realized he could no longer impact the shot by CJ, so he cracked back on Jonas Valanciunas to take away that passing angle. If Mikal Bridges doesn't do that, that's a dunk by Jonas.
So all of a sudden, a 5-0 run. Got to get it in. Yes. And it's out of bounds. Another turnover for the Pels. You can see they're kind of scrambled on the inbound. 6 early turnovers for the Pels. And only 3 so far. They're down already 12-2 before this possession. Making 14-2 in points off mistakes. And that's the biggest disparity in this game.
And that's his second shot.
CJ, you got room. Take it. Yeah, he created the space, didn't he?
Did a good job with his shoulder.
CJ's got his third bucket of the game. That stops a 7-0 run by Phoenix. Sarge out there with 8.
It's a double drag. This is always hard to guard.
It's Sarge. He's already got 1 triple. And the easy one inside below. Man, with the rush by DeAndre Ayton. Now advancing, and they will. Zion. A lot of contact with Shannon. He's going up against Sarge. He'll get there. Didn't get the roll, but he got there. And it's picked up as they come out looking in the open floor. Sarge. He secures it. Zion being held from behind. Trey thought about it. CJ, that's deep.
That's one of the shots that CJ has shot in the last 5 or 6 games that actually look good coming off of his hand.
Great arc.
Right, look at the arc on this shot in comparison to
Postman. And the jump hook. DeAndre Ayton took his time, as opposed to what we saw a little bit earlier. We're halfway through the second 12. And it's a 3-point lead once again for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton's got 12. Bridges has 15. 2 in double figures. And we get the foul. It'll be on Ayton. Yeah, taking care of Jonas down the block. That's his second. And also, they're out of fouls for the rest of the half. Pels still have a foul to give as Landale comes in.
Now you really have to go inside the Jonas, right? He hasn't had a lot of touches this game thus far, and there's no Zion in the game. You have to try and get Jonas a touch on this box.
He's being held by Landale before the ball came in. And you asked for it. Here comes Shannon on the double. And it's going to be a foul. Yeah, he cleared out.
And it's always different when the big gets the ball out by the 3-point line as opposed to having already established post position. Because then he has to try and do things like that to try and back someone down.
7 turnovers. They've already got 14 off the first 6. Chris Paul is tripped up. And now there's the foul again.
So Chris Paul gets the foul on Jonas. It's his second. So both teams out of fouls. Plenty of free throws coming your way for the final 5:38. Pels bench was phenomenal. 56-29. They outscored the Suns bench on Friday night. And that's going to be critical once again. Shannon with Landale. Chris Paul coming off the high screen. Landale inside for the easy one and blows it. Good job by Trey just to be a nuisance. So he rotated over. Now CJ losing Bridges. Perfect pocket pass. And, yeah. Going to be a couple of free throws coming up for Jonas. He was going up with it. And it doesn't make a difference. They're out of fouls. So Jonas goes for the free throw line. Everybody excited when he hung on the rim.
And what they're telling Trey on that last defensive possession is when that ball goes away from you, it has to pull you in. It has to pull you in. Like you said it, he got there on Jake Landale, but he got there late.
Right.
Jack Landale, but he got there late.
It was just enough of a nuisance.
You have to be there a little bit early.
So Jonas going to the free throw line. Pels 8 of 9 of the stripe. 2 of 3 so far for Phoenix.
You know what's interesting, Joe? Right now the Pelicans are down 2 with an opportunity to cut it to 1, and it doesn't feel like they've hit their stride yet.
Not at all.
Chris Paul has done a great job in this first half of really controlling the tempo of the game.
Pels have done a good job at home, first of all, as Jonas splits a pair. So the Pels now 9 of 11 to strike. It's days 2. But they also now a couple of games over 500 against winners, like the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul and an easy one for Landale.
Keep saying that, Joe. I like how you keep saying that. It's an easy one for Landale. Keep saying that.
I'm surprised he didn't try to dunk it, though. Now CJ, he's bumped and it's taken away. Let a lot of contact, though, didn't they? That's 8 turnovers on the Pels. Somebody's got to get Bridges, and he's going to the free throw line. He created the contact. Smart play. Just ran into Trey. You shall be rewarded.
And you give Jacques Landale credit, because what he did is he ran the floor and sealed Trey behind him.
He was like a lead blocker.
Right. Trey tried to get around. By the time he got around, it was too late.
And Landale, 27-year-old from Australia in his rookie season. Played college ball at St. Mary's. It wasn't drafted when he came out of there in 2018, so played up in the National Basketball League.
You can see Jacques Landale running the floor, and he had Trey sealed, and now Trey's the rotation guy.
Yeah, he put his arm up around his collar, and he could have been called for an offensive foul the same way they called that offensive foul on Jose, coming out and just trying to release. So the Pels, 5 of 10 so far here in the second quarter, 15 attempts now. And it's going to be a moving pick this out, Jonas. Man, oh man. Another turnover, his third, and now you got to get Larry back on the floor. When you hit the deck, you're rewarded, right? Jonas looked like he might have been moving.
It looked like he slid to his left.
He might have been moving.
It did. It looked like he slid to his left.
They got Damian Lee back in. So Bridges, Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, small lineup except for Landale. Very small lineup. Dyson. And Chris Paul. And he grabbed. Yeah, loose ball foul. Yeah, great job by Dyson. He took it away. He didn't bite on the swing through, and then top tapped it away from Chris Paul, who's got his third foul. 4.5 to play in the half.
And I'm glad the officials allowed that to play itself out.
He got the ball first. So Dyson going to the free throw line to shoot 2. It's interesting matchups early in this game, isn't it? Dyson will get the first and 2. It's a 3-point game. Well, how lucky do you feel? Louisiana, a lot of Powerball, and, we're all over it. $124 million. Now it's not mega, but
I know. I already told you what I'm doing. No disrespect. I told you what I'm doing.
I'm not listening.
I told you, no disrespect. I'm taking Jose.
49-47, 2-point game. As Dyson came through at the stripe, and he's got 5 now. CJ on the switch. Wanted to go back to Landale. Chris Paul's mid-range. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
He does such a good job of keeping guards in his hip pocket, right? If you go under, he can step behind the shooter. If you go over the top, he does such a good job of taking up that space.
Yeah, and then he showed the range the other night, 6 threes, matching a career high. That'll be CJ coming up a little bit short on that one. It's a 4-point game inside of 4 to play. Chris Paul, he tried to get Trey to bite. Going right back to him.
Keep your hands out.
Yep. And 2 of you. It'll be Larry Nance Jr. It's only a 4-point game, and I agree with you. Pels really haven't found a rhythm at the offensive end yet. Dyson up against Chris Paul. Take it yourself. He will. Larry after it, and I like it. Trying to get a third, fourth foul on Chris Paul. So Chris Paul staying in there with 3 fouls.
And that's the connection and trust between a coach. But now he's coming out. But for Monty to actually keep Chris Paul out there for that amount of time, that shows how much he trusts in his point guard decision-making ability.
He got away with it.
He did.
He got away with it because Dyson went to the cup. So Cameron Payne will run their offense now. 3+ to play in the half. Difference in this game, points off turnovers. Pels have stayed there because they've been able to get to the free throw line. Now, Bridges. It'll be Cameron Payne. And a break, but can't ball watch. And put back. Yeah, you got